Welcome back to Spirit Spells and Magic. Today we are looking at cleansing crystals. So why have crystals? Why not? The properties of these stones and the energy inside them is wonderful. Having them close to you definitely enhances your mood, and they also enhance the energy around you. So which crystals should I have? Well, you can have as many as you want for many different things. When I was a teenager interested in all of this, I only started out with one rose quartz, and I knew it was a love stone. But that's all I knew about crystals. I had to go down to our bookstore in the city of Sydney, a shout out to Adya, and find the information. Or sometimes when I went to purchase a crystal, they'd give you a little pamphlet that told you what the crystals meant, but there wasn't an internet like there is now that told you everything that you need to know. Let me run through a couple of those basic crystals just so you've got a couple that you can add to your repertoire. First we have rose quartz, amethyst, aventurine, obsidian, clear quartz, and of course, selenite. These are some basic crystals to definitely have in your collections to start. But there are so many more. Don't get me started. I have many, and they're of all different sizes. So really, you can have as many or as little as you want, and for whatever reason you want. Now, what does each crystal mean? We will go through all the crystals, or a lot of crystals, in another episode, and also the meaning of them. But for this occasion, we'll go through the ones I've just mentioned. Now, these crystals can be purchased from a spiritual store. You can get them online on eBay or online spiritual stores. It's best sometimes to do a little bit of research and homework on which crystal you want and what you want it for before you go and purchase some. But these basic ones are really good to have in your home anyway, and they're inexpensive. So definitely have a little look at which ones you would like. They're very cheap and you can purchase them online. Now, here are some meanings for you. Rose quartz, often pink in colour, increases fertility, eases sexual and emotional imbalances, helps clear stored anger, resentment, guilt, fear and jealousy, reduces stress and eases depression, enhances self-confidence and creativity, aids development of forgiveness, compassion, love. It is known as the love stone. Amethyst strengthens immune systems, powerful blood cleanser and energizer, helps mental disorders, cuts through illusion, enhances psychic abilities, excellent for meditation, aids channeling abilities, calming, strong protective qualities, healing, divine love, inspiration and intuition. Aventurine stimulates muscle tissue, aids in relaxing, releasing anxiety and fear, promotes emotional tranquility and positive attitudes toward life, strengthens blood, brings one into alignment with center and independence, health and well-being. Obsidian benefits the stomach and intestines, slightly masculine energy, absorbs and disperses negativity, reduces stress, helps clear subconscious blocks, detachment, with love and wisdom. Clear quartz, emotional balancer, stimulates brain functions, amplifies thought forms, dispels negativity in one's energy field and environment, receives, activates, stores, transmits and amplifies energy. Excellent for meditation. And selenite named after Selene, the moon goddess. It is the healer stone. Not only does it heal and clear in whoever touches it, it also cleanses crystals, which we'll learn about later on in this episode. It has multiple health benefits, promotes peace and calm, clarity, clears blocked energy, elevates the spirit, helps you access your intuition, and vibrates at a very high frequency, enhances power of manifestation, and promotes connection and camaraderie. It's definitely a crystal I think you need. Now, on to cleansing. Now, we just spoke about selenite and its healing properties. You can cleanse your crystals using selenite, and I'll show you how. It is best to have a largish piece of selenite if you have one, or you can buy them, and they're roughly around $30 or so for a large piece. And it is good if you can get a plate, a selenite plate or bowl. That way you can pop your crystals on it or inside. The idea is to have as many crystals touch the selenite as possible. I have a selenite tower, so I can turn mine on its side and pile them up, or I can have them all gather around the bottom of the selenite tower. The main thing is that the stones that you wish to cleanse are as close to the selenite piece as possible. It is suggested that you leave your crystals with the selenite for at least 4 hours to really soak up that healing and cleansing property. Another way I cleanse my crystals is with salt water. I take my crystals and I pop them in a container, fill it with water, and have salt sprinkled over the top. I leave my crystals usually overnight on the full moon, either under the windowsill or outside under the moon. If it's a rainy day or if there's going to be a bit of wind, I usually leave them inside so as they don't get knocked over or destroyed in any way. Each crystal is different, and some of them can't be submerged in water for very long. So it's best to check which crystal you have online, just in case it's not to be used in water or sunlight. Some of these crystals include celestite, hematite, lodestone, lepidolite, galena, labradite, malachite, mica, moldavite, pyrite, tangerine and obsidian, turquoise and angelite, but it's best to check anyway online. As we mentioned before, sunlight is another good way to cleanse some of your crystals, but do be mindful that they shouldn't be in the sunlight for more than 4 hours. It is to burn off the old energy and clear the crystal. Now, as we mentioned, some of these crystals cannot be in direct sunlight for too long. The crystals that can't be in sunlight for too long are citrine, amethyst, rose quartz, smoky quartz, probably any of the quartzes really, fluorite, aventurine, celestite, topaz, kunzite and aquamarine. A little sunlight is okay, but not too much. Another suggestion for cleansing your crystals is by smudging or using sage. It is suggested that 10 minutes is about enough time for the smoke to encompass those crystals and clear away any stored energy. And by that we mean anything that's been on the crystals for a little while. Maybe you've left the crystals for a few months and you haven't used them. Or it could be that perhaps some things that have been happening in your life at the time haven't been the best, and it's a good way to dispel that negative energy or that not so nice energy. I suggest doing your whole house as well while you've got that smudge stick lit. Another suggested way to cleanse your crystals is being in the earth. They suggest that you dig a small hole in the soil and place your crystals in there, cover them up and leave them for 12 hours so that nature can do its part as well. Don't forget to dig them back up though, and remember where you've placed them. There's nothing worse than losing your crystals in the backyard, only to have either the dog dig them up later or never to see them again. The last way that I have to cleanse crystals at present is by sound. And this is playing your favourite music with your crystals in hand, or just simply having your music play in the same room as your crystals. Sound is energy as well, and as long as it's not like heavy metal, satanic rock or, something like that, I'm sure anything that you choose that makes you feel peaceful and calm is something that your crystals are going to enjoy as well. Whichever way you choose to cleanse your crystals, do it with love and intention. And then when you're restoring your energy onto those crystals, once again use intention. Hold each individual crystal in your hand and think of the intention that you wish to put upon that crystal, placing your energy back onto it after it's been cleansed. You may choose happiness, financial freedom, love, always love. But whatever you choose, when putting your intentions back onto that crystal, do it with your heart. And that's it. That's basically most of the ways I know how to cleanse your crystals. There's possibly other people online who have their different ways of cleansing them as well. And I've also seen somebody use rosemary, burning rosemary in a burn bowl and having the smoke from the rosemary arise into the crystal, similar to saging. But whatever you choose, make it your own. That's what it's all about. Because with your intention, your love, your belief, that's where the magic is. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for much more. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and that notification bell so you know when I'm posting more videos. Thank you for watching. Namaste.